To the Marines out there, be ready to fight. And that goes for any service member on active duty or in the reserves.
No, be ready to be insubordinate. Don't die for Israel.
Your mission is to fight and win our nation's battles.
No, by fighting and dying in Iran, you're not fighting our nation's battles. You're fighting Israel's battle, who actually happens to be our greatest adversary. So you're actually doing something very unpatriotic that is detrimental to America and your people. You are doing the exact opposite of what you're trying to do. Don't do that. Don't die for Israel.
So Iran apparently is launching missiles from the sea. Yes, that appears as though Iran has a submarine, something that military experts said Iran didn't have, and now it looks like they do. So what?
The Iranian military that incompetent?
No, the Ayatollah elected to not go to a bunker because he said if there are no bunkers for the Iranian people, that he will not go into a bunker. And to use the language from the Iranian media today, it said that that Ayatollah Khamenei drank from the nectar of martyrdom and entered into heaven.
I'm glad that you brought that up, John, because I corresponded with an Afghan friend. She's Shia, and she said, "You guys don't understand. Like for Shias, what happened to Khamenei is a win. Like,
every Shia wants to be martyred like this.
Like it's like winning a Nobel Prize.
That's right. Go straight to heaven. When you're martyred, you go directly to heaven without having to stop anywhere."
Do you think the U.S.-Israeli intent was always to nuke a deal in favor of regime? That was the Israeli intent, 1,000,000%.
Yes.
And I think the Americans didn't know how to do it.
Should scare you all to death. There have been 110 complaints from U.S. military personnel that this weekend a military commander told officers that the Iran war was a part of God's plan and Donald Trump was anointed by Jesus. This is how you brainwash people into doing stupid things.
Do you have any idea how much more damage Iran can absorb than you can absorb? Their country is 70 times larger than you. 70 times. Their army is at least 4 times larger than you. And their soldiers aren't on TikTok. They're not quitting. They're not refusing to serve. They're not getting taken off duty for mental problems. They're not committing suicide. They're not themselves. No, it doesn't even matter how much damage America could potentially do to Iran. You cannot sustain a fraction of what Iran can sustain, and that's just a fact. If this goes on for even just 6 months, you're looking at an economic toll on your economy of upwards of $165 billion. That's 35% of your GDP. Double that if it goes on for a year, and it can go on for a year if it's a full-blown war and Iran starts to get replenishments of their artillery from Russia, China, North Korea, whatever, and if they reactivate their proxies, oh yes, it can go on. And yes, the fact of the matter is that your people all have some...
Xi Jinping and Vladimir Putin have both come out with open statements that if Donald Trump tries to start a ground campaign in Iran, that he will be met with forces from both countries. Donald Trump is going to get a lot of Americans killed. And yes, there will be a draft opened in America. Contrary to what MAGA believes, because MAGA are the only ones that will come on any forum and say that, no, America can win, America cannot win. America does not have the military force to win the ground war in Iran. Now, and especially now that Russia and China are openly going to put troops in the theater to fight against America. Donald Trump is going to get hundreds.
Some of the European, like Spain, has been terrible. In fact, I told Scott to cut off all dealings with Spain. Spain, first of all, it started when every European nation, at my request, paid 5%, which they should be doing. And everybody was enthusiastic about it, Germany, everybody. And Spain didn't do it. And now Spain actually said that we can't use their bases. And that's all right. We could use their base if we want. We could just fly in and use it. Nobody's going to tell us not to use it. But we don't have to. But they were unfriendly. And so I told him, we don't want to, Spain has absolutely nothing that we need other than great people. They have great people, but they don't have great leadership. And as you know, they were the only country that in NATO would not agree to go up to 5%. I don't think they would have agreed to go up to anything. They wanted to keep it at 2%, and they don't pay the 2%. So we're going to cut off all trade. I will prevent World War III as only I can. I will prevent World War III. We're not going to have World War III. I will prevent World War III. I will prevent, I promise, World War III. I promise I will be your peacemaker. I'm going to be a peacemaker, and I'll be your peacemaker. I will be your peacemaker. Before I even arrive at the Oval Office, I will have the disastrous war between Russia and Ukraine settled. I will get it settled before I even become president. I'll get that thing settled before I take the office. I will have that war settled in one day, 24 hours. I'll have that war settled in 24 hours. My proudest legacy will be that of a peacemaker and unifier. That's what I want to be, a peacemaker and a unifier. Now, okay, you ready? Can you handle this? Hamburgers for all. Our president will start a war with Iran because he has absolutely no ability to negotiate. He's weak and he's ineffective.
Yes, I believe that we will end up in a war with Iran because I think Obama
time away from my fucking family for the bullshit that's going on in this fucking country. I took an oath to defend the fucking Constitution against enemies foreign and fucking domestic. And right now, the enemy is fucking domestic, sitting at the fucking White House. We stand with the immigrants that helped build this fucking country. We stand to say fuck ICE and fuck Donald Trump.
I'm gonna get hate for this, and that's all right, but I do not think that the Iran war is a distraction for the EPI files. I wrote my master's thesis on Project 2025 and Christian nationalism and U.S. military chaplaincy. Everything that is going on with Iran has been in the works for years, if not decades, particularly by the Christian right. There's a reason why Lindsey Graham and Mike Huckabee are the face leaders for this. It is not a distraction when the head of the DoD 6 years ago wrote a book with his manifesto talking about literally exactly what's going on. There's a reason why the head of the DoD brought in a very specific pastor to come and bless the troops and to show what kind of Christianity they were headed in. There are Christians that are in power that want a holy war, and there are very wealthy AI tech people that will gladly support that. And obviously oil, but like, what else is new? The EPI files are horrible. I've read them.